Welcome back, lads. Here we are back at the Ontario Regiment Museum. I'm here with Mike, who's working on this M113. Would you mind telling us what you're doing and why?
Absolutely, Sean. This 113 project is basically a two-phase project. The first phase is we're taking this 113 that's a little tired and we're doing a reverberation on it. So we'll strip it down and check things out to make sure everything is mechanically sound, and if not, we'll fix or replace, as well as a fresh power plant. Once the first phase is done, the second phase, we will convert this vehicle to simulate a TLAV that was used by the Canadian Forces in Afghanistan in honor of Canadian forces that served on the ground in Afghanistan.
So do you think we can have a little walk around and you explain exactly what's going on in all the different places?
Absolutely. So first of all, you can see through the back here, we've started the strip down process. We've taken the floorboards up just for inspection of the mechanical, most of the torsion bars, the ramp system, gave it a good cleaning. We've taken the comms out as well. They'll be refurbished. We have a radio guy that looks after all that, as well as we've removed the heater. In the newer versions, there is no diesel heater, so the heater's been removed. The fuel lines that go with the heater as well. And then we will next pull the power pack and do a cleaning of the engine compartment and check the front torsion bars. We've removed the exterior fixtures. They've all been sent to be sandblasted and cleaned up. As well as, because this was done as a UN vehicle originally, it has several years and layers of white paint that needs to be cleaned up as well.
Right, so why don't we move further on around and have a look at the track?
Absolutely.
Right, so here we are at the side of the 113. Can you give us an explanation as to what's happening with the track?
Okay, so basically what's happening is when we do the simulated TLAV conversion, the track changes. It goes to a continuous rubber track produced by Susi Track in Montreal. Because of the width of the track, the 113 loses all its swim capability. So you'll see that we have removed the swim skirt. The conversion kit to convert this vehicle, this 5-road wheel 113, the track is much wider, so the conversion kit, there's actually wheel spacers which will space out the width of the road wheels, as well as a different drive sprocket and a different idler.
Also, I noticed that even though it could be called UN colors, you've got these blotches all along it. What's the deal with those?
Okay, so basically, this was the primer that's on here is because this was was previously obviously a UN vehicle. There was large UN labels on the vehicle. Those vehicles basically had UV'd onto the vehicle so bad that we couldn't just peel them. We actually had to grind them off. So being this is an aluminum hull, grinding can be very, very finicky. So we basically sanded it down, and the primer is just a test to make sure that the paint takes and that there's really no major gouges in that. We don't need a primer for rust purposes, being that it is aluminum.
Right. Well, why don't we go around to the front of the vehicle and have a look at what's going on there?
Absolutely.
So, being around the front of the vehicle, what exactly is going on up here?
Okay, so, well, basically what we're doing is, because this is going to be, in its final phase, will be a simulated TLAV. Unfortunately, we don't have a 113A3. We are using an older A2,
right,
which was also an American 113. So, a lot of things have to come off. So we've already stripped off the lights and stuff to prep for paint, but also a lot of things will be coming off, like the American style smoke launchers. All that stuff will come off. Then we will lift the engine bonnet, which is just a matter of undoing some bolts on your side. This whole section is actually hinged at the back. So at that point, we will disconnect. The rad is up top. We'll disconnect and drain the rad. There's a few other things you have to disconnect inside. Then this whole piece will actually lift back. And at the top of the commander's hatch, there's actually, on the side, there's a bar which will flip up and lock almost like the hood of your car. And if you want to see inside the engine, I can give you a quick view of basically what's going to So here's your power plant. It's just a 6-cylinder Detroit diesel. It's basically the same engine that you would see in the A3s. The only difference is the A3 engine is turbocharged. So basically the exhaust gets disconnected, and you can see actually the clamps on it. This exhaust is actually designed to come apart very quickly. Your rad is attached up top to your engine bonnet, so there's some few hoses that have to be disconnected there as well, and a few linkages and stuff are undone, and then a few bolts, and it basically lifts out.
Right.
This whole system is designed so that an engine can be changed in the field, so it's almost plug and play.
So what exactly was your personal impetus for doing this project?
Basically, how it came about was with the museum, we really didn't have anything that represented CF forces on the ground in Afghanistan. And having a few buddies that had served over there as well, it was kind of exciting to say, hey, you know what, we've got some 113s here. We've got Susi involved, got some track, and it's, you know, this would be a really cool vehicle to simulate an Afghan Canadian TLAV. That being said, we've had a lot of enthusiasm about it. We've had shout-outs from vets that are very excited about it. I've been contacted by a few, how far you got on the project. So it does mean a lot to honor these guys for something that they've done for us.
All right, well, thanks very much for your time today.
You're very welcome, sir. Very welcome.